We found this box of comics in the garbage. Well, actually, Joe found them in the garbage. Joe, come on here. Here, look. Say hi. No. Say hi.
Hi, world.
All right.
Hi. I'm here.
Great. Right on top, Master of Kung Fu, which gives me hope that there might be some good comics in here. There's probably like 20, maybe 30. They might be worth nothing. They might be worth a couple hundred. They might be worth thousands. So you never know until you look. So why don't we jump right into it, and we're just gonna take a look and see what comics are in the box.
Nostalgia Street.
So we have our box right here, and again, why don't we just pull the first one out? Master of Kung Fu. Final Combat, issue 68. It is in a kind of dirty bag, but the comic itself, you know, there's some wear on it, which I probably would have assumed being in the trash.
But the color still pops inside.
Yeah.
There's not much going, I mean, got these old school ads in there, and it's just...
Color still pops. Here's the new Daisy 840. Very nice. The pages seem to be in good shape.
You could buy a gun!
You can buy a gun and
muscle enhancers.
And muscle enhancers. So the Master of Kung Fu, not too shabby. Next one we have DC Essential Graphic Novels 2017. This is nothing.
It's basically what they would give the comic book stores, is what you would get away, what you would get for free. Tells you what's coming up, tells you what's in the collection.
It sure does.
Tells you what's coming even into, was this back in CW, still had a lot of superhero stuff going, like Supergirl and the Arrow. Yeah. So they also would tell you that. So it's
different, nothing
it's
special.
Different. It's not I wouldn't necessarily call it a comic.
So now we have the One Man J Law, part 1 of 4. Did I say that right? The One Man J Law? I guess.
I'm dyslexic. I mean, you're reading as good
From
as
Krypton to OA. This one I don't think is anything special. It's in the backer. I'm not going to bother taking it out. I don't think that one's anything crazy. Issue 147,
it is
August
cool.
99. It is a cool. It looks like a cool comic.
This gives you a chance to talk to about, like, they had all these different comics out that had alternate stuff, especially dealing with Superman.
He's the Green Lantern.
So, like, in this one, he's the Green Lantern. There'd be other ones where he's like a zombie, or in 1800s. They also did it with Batman, too.
Yeah, nice. So that one's not too shabby. The Spider-Man. Nice. Spider-Man the Human Torch.
Oh, so this is a Fantastic Four Spider-Man crossover.
Issue 61. The comic. They are promoting orca whales. That's not too bad. I mean, it doesn't look like, there's some weird. None of these, I'm assuming none of these are going to be perfect.
None of them are mint, but they're, what I would consider these are great comics to give somebody who is starting to collect.
Yeah, I would say
They
so.
still have really, really good pictures inside. A lot of the covers are still in decent shape.
Yeah, a lot of the pages are a little rough, but
nothing too shabby.
it's still really cool. I mean,
it's like even on the back, like you said over here, you got the movie Orca. This movie was a horror movie based off a killer orca whale, and you get little tidbits of advertisement like that, which you don't get nowadays.
You don't get nowadays. We have another Superman issue 225, March 2006. Again, another cool one. I don't think it's anything.
I think that one's sealed.
It is. It does look like it's sealed in there. Now we don't know who this person was that put them in here or what shape it's in, but again, it's not a $1 million comic
But
by any
Superman
means.
comic.
This is a cool one. The Kung Fu Fighter.
Kung Fu Fighter.
And she hates dragon's guts. Lady Shiva, this is her first appearance, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yeah,
that's a cool one.
Research does.
I like it. Yeah, issue number 5, January. I mean, I really like this one. 1975. That's a cool one. That's a good find.
That is a find.
Now we have, looks like another Spider-Man, a Spectacular Spider-Man Cyclone Strikes, issue 23. Nice. Cyclone Strikes. Again, there's some wear on it. These were in the trash. So,
I mean, for them being in the trash, I can tell you right now,
they're
so
definitely
far,
not.
I'm impressed.
I'm more impressed. Again, some of the pages they definitely weren't kept, which is why I'm assuming they were
Trash.
in the trash.
But,
But
you know-
Spider-Man, Cyclone Strikes, nice. We have another Spider-Man, To Prowl No More, issue 60. This one's in a little rougher shape around the binder area, but cool Spider-Man comics. Like, I'm surprised somebody would throw these away.
I'm not, because usually a lot of people don't really realize what they have in their collection, and especially if you have thousands of freaking comics in your collection.
I mean, maybe these ones were all torn up. I mean, I love the newspaper style print on that, but Spider-Man To Prowl No More. Now we have, this one's a little rough, but man, this is cool. Butch Cassidy. Butch Cassidy, I might steal this one from you.
Consider it stolen.
Don't be a half man, okay?
Don't be a half.
I mean, the cover's off, so it's not going to really be worth anything, but I just really love the
It's back when the
cover art on this. Yeah, Butch Cassidy, nice. Looks like now we have Iron Fist Marvel issue 7.
This one's not so much too obscure, I would say, because they did have a show on Netflix before Disney
Did they? I didn't even know that.
bought them out.
I know nothing. Yeah, the
it-
pages on this one aren't in the best shape either.
Still pretty good. The collar still pops on them. I'm starting to notice there's like not a lot of fade to them.
No, not a lot of fade on
Which
the
is
covers.
usually the reason why people toss the stuff.
I was hoping we were going to find a $100,000 comic or something, but
No, I do not think there's a
ooh,
Superman
that's a nice
Fist
one. But
issue.
we'll get to that in a second. All Out War number 2.
Is that a Viking?
That is the Viking Commando, sir. Respect, another Daisy ad. Love it. Get yourself a Daisy. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Again, not in the
It
best
has a
condition.
freaking Viking fighting in World War II. What more do you
Curtains
need?
for the K9, taps for a trader. I mean, yeah, All Out War, the Viking Commando. This is a juicy one.
Juicy.
The Hulk, number 162. That's a shame that there's a lot of wear on the edges of this one, because so far, this is the best comic that we pulled out of this box. But
Anything with Hulk in it, especially done in this old Kirby style, is very, very, very good to have in your collection. Especially with, and the same thing with the Spider-Man as well.
this is really cool. That's a good pull. If this was in mint condition, you would have some good money right here.
Anything with Hulk, or those Spider-Mans too.
Yeah,
those Spider-Mans
absolutely.
are not
And now
something
we're
to
getting
sleep on.
no, absolutely. We're getting into Thor.
Neither is this guy.
Battle in the World Below. Nice. Issue 238. I really love this. Yeah, feels nice.
Caressing the garbage.
Okay,
comics.
sorry. Yeah. Stop caressing the garbage comics. Thor Battle in the World Below. Not a bad pull by any means.
No.
No pages are missing. I mean, the Butch Cassidy one was missing the back, but
Yeah. Well, it's not.
I lied. See, I spoke too soon. As soon as I say that, must have been
Somebody must have wanted something
the
there.
Hammer Strikes. Yep.
Someone wanted the hammer.
They definitely sent something in there, but
That's the risk you take.
the mighty Thor.
That's the risk you take.
The risk you take. I see a Daredevil in The Man Without Fear. Now, if this was this is issue 151. There are some Daredevil Man Without Fear comics worth a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
This one, I don't think is one of them.
This is also on the same thing with like Iron Fist. There's a series on Netflix, and I think Disney's probably gonna do one, knowing them.
Yeah.
And-
Cool pull, but
Yeah.
you know, nothing too crazy. We have the Fighting Forces featuring the Losers. Man, I haven't heard the Losers in a long
Is that
time.
the same one that they did the movie on?
Yes, it is.
Captain America
Yeah.
as a.
Number 161, The Losers. That's a cool one. Again,
Another cool call.
we don't have thousands yet. We might have,
Millions.
no, not even close. Kung Fu Fighter, another Kung Fu, issue number 10. The Human Inferno. I'm always a big fan of purple and green in comics.
Oh yeah,
But,
I mean that's the Joker colors.
Joker, I mean, you got rips on the
And
cover.
you also are a fan of Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy would usually, I think, would usually be in green, right? Or yellow.
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 Dick Tracy was in yellow, the Kung Fu Fighter. We have a GI Combat featuring the Haunted Tank.
The Haunted Tank.
Dude, just in case, number 182, 1975. You know, nothing special again, but still a cool, you know,
These
some
are
Batman.
These are these obscure ones that, you know.
Man Bat.
Yeah, Man Bat. If you have, you know, you're starting up a collection. these
Yeah,
are
absolutely.
one to actually have in there.
If you're a collector, if you're a collector,
If you're a collector,
if you're a collector,
yeah, get your George out.
Volex 2000 Superman issue 164. Again, this one's in a bag and backer. Not going to take it out, but nothing.
I'm
nothing
guessing that's the
fancy.
one where Laxu's the famous Superman villain
Famous Superman villain.
becomes president of the United States.
Volex.
Lax.
Superman Funeral for a Friend, number 77, 1993.
Just gonna take a stab
The
at this one
end.
to say someone died in it.
I'm assuming it is the end of something. I do really like Rare Steak. So this one's
A
actually
little bit newer. You can tell
is
by
newer.
you can tell by how they did
Does it have
the
a
you
year
know
on it?
little newer
Yeah, well,
colorization.
duh, I said 93 right on the cover. But yeah, nothing crazy there. As with this one, The Reign of Superman, Superman the Man of Steel, issue 22, June 93. So that's another
Oh, that's
93.
kinda cool.
Yeah, that's a cool little guy. Nothing of note as far as hitting a jackpot goes
Whoa.
by any means. We're getting into more of the Adventures of Superman. Again, I think this is another 93 issue here. Issue 501, The Reign of Superman, Adventures of Superman. The Metropolis Kid is back. Again, nothing too crazy.
Another crash
Man, the Crash Test Dummies, they were popular, huh? Supergirl, issue 60.
We got Superman
Banza!
cousin.
And the Minnesota Timberwolves on the back. Supergirl, oh, Game Pro, look at that.
Game
I mean,
Pro.
just the ads. That makes it worth it all the while.
Game Boy.
Supergirl, looking all off there. Yeah, nothing crazy with Supergirl. This one would have been cool,
It's rough shape,
but she is a little rough. Somebody colored on this.
this is a great example of the more darker comics that would come
Black
out, like
Magic.
Tales of the Crypt and stuff like that. Originally
even
started off
open
as
it.
small comics like this, graphic, mainly into the graphic novel department with this.
This one would have been a
Grittier.
very nice find, but she's
She's seen better days.
seen a lot of better everything. Black
She's seen
Magic.
some better days.
Sinbad. Worlds Unknown, The Golden
I-
Voyage of Sinbad,
I-
issue 8.
I think this is based off this movie that Ray Harryhausen did.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no idea. This one isn't, oh yeah. Somebody Loved Karen, they wrote on it.
And that's before Karen was
Jerks.
cool.
Yeah, that's before Karens weren't Karen, so that's pretty much nothing. And then you have Thor, The Return of Zarko, with no cover.
Zapdos.
Zapdos, yeah, Pokemon, no cover, so worthless. That is our find. So all in all, I mean, there's some cool pulls from this. None of them are mint. We don't have thousands of
Right.
dollars. I mean, if you have someone who's not a serious collector, they're probably worth, I don't know, 100, 150,
Yeah.
if that. But I mean, just to pull that out of the garbage, that's pretty cool.
That goes to show you, another man's trash is indeed.
You
another man's
always
treasure.
pull out of the garbage. While we're here, just a nice little shout out to some amazing Spider-Man reprints that I found on Facebook Marketplace. They're reprints 2007, I believe, but I have a majority of them in here. I figured since we were doing a comic book video, I might as well do a little shout out
Yeah.
to the Amazing Spider-Man. So that is our comic book pull. Again, nothing too crazy, but to pull them out of the trash and find, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot better. Anytime you drive or walk past a box of comics in the garbage, pick it up. So I think that's all we got for today. We will see you in the next video.